It's a long story. I mean, I'm Australian. We've been involved in dairy cattle all my life, high-end genetics. I've been a photographer for 20 years. That's taken me all over the world. We've owned cattle and still own cattle all around the world now. All breeds. Obviously, I'm a Holstein Friesian person, but I dabble in all breeds. So I love, I love just breeding cows. I love, the pedigrees. I love all that. So, yeah, I guess like over the years, there's lots of trends. I guess sometimes the cow's got a little tall, and right now the whole world wants a balanced cow, and that should be the same for for as long as it can be, because you don't need cows that are high maintenance cows. Those sort of cows they're not here. They shouldn't be here anymore. And I believe the BW stuff is a little like that. So we get back to talking about the structure of a cow. That's so important. It's a no-brainer. You have to have good rumps. You have to have good legs, rear view, and you have that big wide rump. You have a big rear udder that can produce a lot of milk, and then you get that the heart room. You get that width up the front. Those cows are going to last forever. So I mean, I kind of think like your salmon model, your business model is really good. You've got the modern cow, and a cow that if they're fed and looked after, they will produce and give like we're talking 500, 600, 700 solids, versus the BW cattle that is only bred to be able to do 200, 300, 400 milk solids. So why wouldn't you go salmon and get that extra 200 or 300 milk solids? Like, it's simple, really. And I mean, I believe what salmon has, their product range has got that. A lot of people come to me with just genetics, good animals, and they sell them very well. I mean, like this year, it was hard to find fresh milk, spring milk. They were making that sort of genetics. It was $2,000 basically. I mean, so that's really good money, I think. And like I know there were some BW herds got sold, and we're only talking $1,500, and they were fairly sloppy. So if you can get $2,000 for an animal that's got good genetics, why wouldn't you do that? I mean, that's good money. That's really good money. We run a sale. It was called the Autumn Harvest Sale in April this year. It averaged $6,000. We sold animals, we sold 10% of the offering to outside of New Zealand. Like, we sold animals to the UK, to the US, Australia. It's amazing, and we are talking genetics, and it's got nothing. We had no BWs at all in that sale, and it averaged $6,000. So that tells me people are wanting something a little different in New Zealand. So I mean, and they will make the same sort of money. The top stuff might make 10, 15, 20,000. Like they'll average 4,000 or 5,000 comfortably. So you can't tell me that's not the right animal to have. People want it. It's there in front of people. Like if you look at, say, a salmon sort of bred herd that's outproducing, the BW cattle by 200 or 300 milk solids, it's a no-brainer.